thanks for checking out the Waypoint Outdoor Adventure channel. My name is Justin VANFERRARI, and yes, I'm a little crazy in the head, but I love the outdoors, I love adventure, and I love bringing people along on the journey. Oh, got him, got him. Join me as we brave the wilds of North America or wherever else we happen to be on the planet. See what we can do. As you can see, I've already got a lot of great content posted, so feel free to enjoy that, but I'm going to keep working hard to bring you some awesome adventures, some incredible bushcraft experience, and some outdoor wilderness survival, some hunting, some fishing, lots of awesome primitive traps, and all sorts of other crazy adventures. So thanks again for checking out the Waypoint Outdoor Adventure channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Leave a comment. Share this channel because we are just getting started. All right. Hey, what is happening, guys? It's good to see you. It's good to be back here on live stream. I actually got a chance to check out some of the live streams this week. So also, Cliff, I loved your video. I loved your I don't know, was it your most recent one? I wanted to get around and see what you guys are up to, and I was pretty impressed with your little what do you call it? Just kind of micro garden or whatever you refer to it as. But hey, thanks. Yeah, that's my channel intro. I learned that one from Mark Rolling Homestead. I haven't seen him around. I wonder if he's doing okay. Let's see. Nicole O'Leary, you're the first one in here. Welcome. So good to see you. Jake Flannery and Susan. Is it Susan or Suzanne? From Brimley, from Sioux Locks area, UP, Michigan. Lindsay and I just went up. We went four-wheeling over in that area. Well, we went over to Drummond Island, and then we kind of made our way over to. Did we go all the way to Marquette? I think it was kind of Marquette, and then we went down to Escanaba. Her family's from Escanaba, so. Yeah, we've been talking about that. Never seen the movie Escanaba in the Moonlight. But, yeah, we'll see. So, who else is in here? Of course, I think I said hi to Cliff. Good to see you, Grace. And, yeah, the greenhouse video. So, that was, I was absolutely shocked at how much stuff you have in there. It's pretty impressive. And I think you just started year two. But my favorite comment was the time was growing well because it has lots of time on its hands. So, dude, you're a hilarious. So awesome. Well, hey, I'm finishing a little bit of. Does that look good on camera or does that look nasty on camera? This is leftover venison. I brought it on my camp trip to Manistee National Forest. I never got a chance to eat it. So I'll eat it now. Eat it in front of you guys. Oh, hey, Miss Mitz. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah. The strawberries look pretty sweet too. That was awesome that those are growing. So, yeah. So venison stroganoff. That was pretty awesome. I ate super well on my Manistee National trip, National Forest trip this year. In fact, I think I have some footage here that is just me cooking breakfast. So let's see if we can get to it. All right, we'll stay on here. But man, I tried all sorts of different stuff, and I just tried to get creative. And most of the time, I cooked on this on the wood stove. So it was fun, kind of mastering the art of cooking on the wood stove. I had a propane stove as well, and you know, a couple times I'm like, man, I need to eat right now. But I, you know, most 90% of the time I cooked on the wood stove here, and it's a barrel stove, 55-gallon barrel. Got the homemade like barrel stove kit, and it was kind of fun little project. That thing heats up. The tent is almost 20 by 20. I think it's some odd measurement, like 17.8 or 18.8 or something like that. But when I would open up the wood stove, the door to the wood stove to fire it up and get things really cooking, it would get to be like 110 degrees in there, and so I would I'd have to open all the windows. I'd have to open the door, and it's like, I think the lowest it got while I was there was -8 degrees. That was at night. Didn't get that low during the day, but I mean, right here, I mean, I just standing over this, and I can't really tell. It looks like the door is for the most part closed right there. I was just trying to cook things, just simmer it a little bit, open the door, and it just, I mean, the flames just explode, and then it just gets super hot. But it was a lot of fun figuring that out, how to cook. I think right here I'm making an omelet in there. Does that make your mouth water, Suzanne? Is that cooking? I always love the sound of, I think I've got bacon in there, then you mix all the vegetables and, you know, peppers and onions and stuff. You just cook it all in bacon grease, and then you add egg, and you cook the egg in bacon grease. And I think that was my first omelet that actually made it omelet style there. So, well, hey, today I wrapped up filming for my, I'm calling it Waypoint Outdoor Adventureland. All right, so Lindsay and I just bought a piece of property, and it's kind of been in the works for a while. We've been looking at property off and on for the last probably year and a half. We've thought about it even longer than that, and we finally got to a point where it's like, okay, this might be feasible. And so we've looked at several properties. Some of them fell through, some of them were okay, you know, but we were not in a hurry. We don't have to move out. We you know, we have this house, and so it was just like, we're just going to take our time. We're just going to trust that God's going to bring the right piece of property at the right time, and I believe with all my heart He did. And so I'm super excited about it. My wife is excited about it, and I put together a video, and so most of the videos that I've done, this is the first video that I've had to like film over the course of months. Like, this is like a month-long project. And I first went and visited a property, and I'm like, oh, I might as well film it. I don't know what's going to happen. I might as well film it. And then I started, you know, I filmed some other properties I went to, and I'm like, you know what? I bet you I could piece this together. And then I'm like, man, I really need to get back in touch with everybody in the community. And so, man, what if I build it into a contest? So this contest is going to be pretty sweet. I'm going to give you guys in just a little bit, I'm going to give you a preview of this video that I put. It's not even exported yet, but I think I can share my screen. Actually, I know I can because I tested it out beforehand, but share my screen in Premiere and show you how I'm editing it, and show you a few little clips from it. And And I went out to the property today after church, and it was kind of dreary. Yeah, we had a ton of snow, and it's all melting. I mean, we probably had 16 inches of snow, and I mean, there's just very little trace amount, just a few inches left. It all melted this week. It's been super super warm, and so I went out there and I found. I know you think like I'm filming the video, and I'll show you a little glimpse of it. It doesn't give it away. I picked a very nondescript area, so like if you try and look in the background, you're not going to be able to figure it out because I don't want to give anything away. I want you guys to have fun with this little contest, but I've got tons of prizes. All right, I'm pulling out all the big guns for this thing because I want to bless you guys as my subscribers. I want to have fun with it. Hey, Hike with Mike, how you doing? Good to see you. So, anyways, that's the plan. I'll get into the details of the little contest here, and but I want to hear, like if you were in my shoes, which one would you pick, right? And I mean, I looked at probably 50 properties, maybe not 50. I mean, might have been more, might have been less. Every property that was 5 acres or more, with a house, without a house. I mean, I've walked all those properties. So these are just 3 of them that I happened to film as I was going along, and I've got a couple others that I was going to film, and it just I don't know. I just picked 3 that were kind of different, and so but one of them is official, right? And so I'm super excited. And I'm having a hard time keeping it in. I wanna like, everything inside me just wants to share it with you guys. So the time will come. And, but Justin dropping an all expenses paid trip to the new property so the winner can help him. Actually, that's not too bad. That's not a bad idea. No. So, I've got some generous people that have been really helping me out just over the course of the last couple of years, and I've got a guy that just he keeps giving me some gift cards and stuff like that. So to use for the channel. So I've got I'm going to give away like 25 prizes for this contest. It's more of a giveaway than a contest, but all you have to do is try to pick the right one. Yeah, if maybe one of these days we'll have like, I seriously like, so this will be our home, or a property, our getaway, however you want to look at it, but it's going to be a place for us to just, for me to do some adventures, for us to have fun as a family, and but we're kind of like nicknaming it, or at least I'm kind of nicknaming it. I don't know if my wife is, but I'm kind of nicknaming it the Waypoint Outdoor Adventureland. All right. So I don't know. I thought kind of had a catchy ring to it, but Waypoint Outdoor Adventureland, and that's kind of what we're going for. Before I show you that footage, though, I am going to I want to share with you. So Lincoln, I don't know if Nicole was in here. I think she was asking about it before. Lincoln posted a new video just yesterday. We put it together. I helped him post it. He had a lot of fun with it. It's all pretty much, I think maybe except for one camera angle, it's all self-shot. All right, so he had a blast doing it. We talked through, like, you like that omelet? I think it was like a 3-egg omelet. Yes, I ate the whole thing. I was chopping wood. I was cutting and chopping my own wood all week long. So yeah, that's how much I ate for breakfast. And then I never really ate lunch, and I ate a big dinner. So the Moon Lunch chair you got me last giveaway is so great. I bought another one. Dude, those are nice because they're so light and they're so compact. So, Jake, I'm glad you got that. I'm glad you're able to make. Actually, I'll be honest, Lincoln was a little bit bummed that I gave that away. So, look at this omelet. It actually turned out pretty good for cooking over the barrel stove, for cooking in the cast iron, pulling it out. Not even really all the right tools and stuff to use. So. All right. I think that video is about done. So, this, oh yeah. So Lincoln posted a new video. Go over, try to find Lincoln's YouTube stuff, and he's got 3 or 4 videos on there. If you wanna get it, give him a thumbs up. We've closed out comments on his channel, so you can't really leave any comments. Kids can be mean, and I just, whatever. So you can leave a comment for me if you like his video. Come over to my channel and leave a comment. Also, the Waypoint Preacher Man is up and going. I posted a new episode to Waypoint Preacher Man, and then I'm getting ready to. So I've got this this Waypoint Outdoor Adventureland video I'm working on. I'll get that out. I don't know if I'll post that this week or next week. But I'm also working on the survival overnight. I did a Lost Hunter episode. I think I showed you guys a few clips of that last week. So that will either the property video will come out and the contest video will come out, or that video will come out this week. So at some point this week, I will have a video for you guys. I know it's been a while since I actually got a video, put everything together, and did that. So that is on its way. I'm not just going to do live streams. I actually don't like doing live streams. I'd rather do this, but I like connecting with you guys. So either the property video and the contest will officially start this week, or we'll do the Lost Hunter, and then we'll flip-flop those. Depending, I'm not sure exactly which one. So enough talking about this. I've been trying to build up the suspense a little bit over the last few weeks as we've been talking about this. Here's my premiere. This is me. Of course, this is me. But this is me working on. Oh, it's not gonna let me. I got to get rid of these comments. I'll just move them down here for a second. If you say anything, I won't be able to see you for a second. But here is. I am excited to tell you that I am right here. I am standing on the piece of property we purchased. Now, I'm not going to give it away right now because we're doing a contest. We got 3 options. I've got some Waypoint adventure gear. 4 of you will get $25 gift cards. The first 25 people that guess correctly will get a prize. All right, and then we got the intro here. I'll fast forward that because it's kind of the same. It's an adapted version of the intro that you just got done watching at the very beginning. On a new adventure, I want to show you the 3 properties that Lindsay and I are looking at for our homestead and for the new Waypoint Outdoor Adventureland. So we're gonna swing by these 3 houses. I went and walked the properties before there was snow on the ground a while back, and so we'll show you around, show you what we're looking at, and we're gonna do a little contest. We're gonna see if you can decide which property we're gonna buy. All right. Well, we've already put an offer on one or multiple of them, and so I don't know. I just want to bring you guys along on the journey. And so here's what I want you to do. I want you to leave a comment and let me know which one you would choose and why, and let me know which one you think we're gonna choose and why. All right. So we'll see if what you choose, what I choose are the same or they're different. This will be fun. All right, guys, behind me is option number 1. We call this Blueberry Bliss. And before the snow was out here, I kind of took a look, walked around, and at the back of the property, this is 5 acres, is a half-acre pond. And it is stocked with fish. It's pretty sweet. The exciting part about this is the cost. Compared to anything else we've looked at, the asking price on this piece of property is $50,000. Now, it's only 5 acres, but it also includes hunting rights on
so
the adjoining
I'm going to
78-acre parcel.
I'm going to fast forward it to, let's see if I can find, I actually went out in the kayak on here. I checked out, we have the pond, it's pretty sweet. And then here's the second one right here.
Way kind of walk around here and just tap and get some maple syrup. I'm excited about that.
All right, so here's second one. On my way to the second one.
All right, we are rolling up to option number 2. Option number 2 we call the Lake House. It's situated on a 6 to 8 acre pond, and it has a sliver of lakefront property on a 30 acre lake called Green Lake, and 760 square foot house, cabin really. It's really kind of a unique single pitch roof, and it's right here on this dirt road out in the middle of nowhere. Asking price of this property is $279,900, and again, it comes
this
with
is on opposite end of the spectrum
with 50 acres on
of the other one here. And then oh, here we go.
The third option we call the River Farmhouse, and it is very conveniently located right in between Coloma and Watervliet, and it is directly across from the golf course. But here it is. There is the River Farmhouse. It's a little old farmhouse, and sits right up close to the road. And there's a nice big 30 by 40 barn that sits back there. All right, guys, so behind me is the River Farmhouse. This is option number 3, and it sits on 22 acres and about 1,300 feet of river frontage on the Pawpaw River. So this is an exciting opportunity.
All right, so there you go, little preview of what is to come there with that that Waypoint Outdoor Adventureland video. Like I said, I've got giveaway. I'm giving away some Waypoint swag. I'm giving away some gift cards that I have. So there's going to be like the first 25 people to guess correctly is they're going to win. And so you guessed the lake house, lots of water. Definitely not blueberry. The river so you can kayak and whatnot. So you'll have to wait and see. So when I post the video, that's going to be the official make a comment, leave your comment, try to figure out. So are you guys, so I'm curious to know, like, just a little bit of information you guys have. Which one would you choose? All right. Yeah. So which one would you choose? Everybody's saying not the blueberry. So I hope you're not disappointed. I know. I think Mallory in the last video said not the blueberry. You should kayak from Maple Lake to the river farmhouse. We do kayak that section. There's a canoe drop in Watervliet. I've actually wanted to do a video going all the way from Maple Lake out to Lake Michigan. For those of you who aren't from around here, the Pawpaw River starts in Maple Lake. Jake grew up over there, so he's familiar with it. And it's actually, Maple Lake was kind of the beginning of the Pawpaw River. They put a dam in there and turned the river into a lake, and then obviously the river flows out from there. So they removed all the dams. There used to be a few different dams in the river, and just in the last 10 years or so, they've removed all those. So everyone is underestimating how I love blueberries. Blake, it is great to see you. Great to see you. Thanks so much for stopping in. I don't know how long you've been in here. I just got done showing a glimpse of the properties, the three options that we've been looking for, or looking at, and we put an offer. It's official. In fact, today I wrapped up that last of a months-long project of filming, and I went out there and I actually filmed a scene on the new property. So, Foxit, Cliff, you like the lots of water? It is. That one definitely by far was the most remote. There was yeah, I mean, other than looking across the lake, you could see a big old log cabin. Like there's actually two houses, two massive houses that you could see across the lake, Green Lake, that was on. But other than that, I mean, it literally is pretty secluded. There's no, it's propane. You know, I think the cabin had propane and a wood stove, but no real utilities out there at all. Dirt road, quiet, secluded, and yeah, so 3 very different properties. Like I said, I probably walked 50 different properties, and I'm not saying these are the 3 top ones, but they're 3 that I actually filmed as I went along. So I had some footage. I almost included a 4th one, but I don't know. I wanted to, you know, everybody always does it in 3s. You watch Chip and Joanna Gaines, they cut it down to 3. So, you know, so I kind of modeled a little bit, tried to model the video style after Chip and Joanna, right? Everybody's doing that. So, what's going on? So what's going on with you guys? Anything new, exciting going on? I've been talking for the last half hour. I'd love to just find out what's going on in your lives. Anything good, bad? One thing I like to do at church, I always ask, like, hey, how was your day? Thumbs up, you know, thumbs down. Hopefully it wasn't double thumbs down. But okay, what year was the farmhouse built? The farmhouse was built, I think it was in 2 different, so like there's like a fieldstone portion, and then there's like a portion with a full basement. So I don't really have a whole lot of details on that. The cabin, the lake house, was built in 1980, so roughly like 80 in the 80s. All right, just watching this. Personally, the lake, can't stand houses right next to main roads. They're too noisy. Nothing like waking up. Yeah, driving down the road in a noisy car. Yeah, all right. So, so who's doing the vegan life? Is that Blake? Blake, you doing the vegan life? Oh yeah, I've ate meat. Blake, I got some venison stroganoff right here. I'm finishing up. I'm eating in front of everybody. Um, I I had a new skillet that I got, cast iron skillet. It was like a Ozark Trail. I think I got it from Walmart for really cheap. I don't know a ton about seasoning cast iron, but it was really rough. So I've got the skillet that you just saw me cooking in earlier. That was my grandma's, yeah, or my grandparents, and they've had it for years. They used to take it camping with them, and so like, I mean, but the bottom of it is smooth. It's like as smooth as like a non-stick, and so I've been working on making, getting that seasoned, and then I cooked like every day. I cooked bacon in it, and so now it's like perfectly seasoned, just from natural use. So I got home and I have this. It's this big old skillet. I should go get it, but it was really rough. It was just really cheap cast iron, and I watched a YouTube video. You guys know about cast iron, but I watched a YouTube video and the guy sanded it down. Right, he sanded it down because it was rusty, and I thought, man, I could probably do the same thing, not because it's rusty, but because it's really rough, and just kind of smooth it down. So I took sandpaper and I sanded that thing, and it's not perfect, but it is so much better than what it was. And then I re-seasoned it because obviously I ground all that stuff off. Is that good for cast iron? I mean, is that legit? Do people do that? I mean, I know I watched a YouTube video and a guy did that. I just don't know. Is that legit for cast iron? Suzanne's going to San Diego. So what's your preference, Suzanne? You like the UP, or you like Southern California? What's your preference? Because some people like, I love, like, if I'm going on vacation, I'll be honest, like I might go visit California, but I love to go visit the UP. Upper Peninsula of Michigan is absolutely beautiful, breathtaking. So, maybe you guys aren't really talking, or I'm not seeing all the new. Okay, yeah, thanks, Cliff. Won't kill it. I mean, yeah. So like, I mean, I sanded it. I mean, I really ground that thing down, and then I re-seasoned it. And this morning I cooked eggs on it, and they turned out great. It was like, man, they just slid right off. Like it was pretty sweet. So much better than what it was before. So I don't know if that's a thing, but it really seemed to work out good. Hey, Street Medic, great to see you. Awesome, thanks for joining. Let's do this right here. I am not one to do super long live streams. I run out of things to say, but I've got some cool footage, and Youper girl, all awesome. This was we're up Manistee National Forest, so I was up there all by myself all week, and then a bunch of guys came in on Friday, and this is we got this snowstorm right as everybody was coming in, and so I'm like, hey, they're running trying to get people unstuck, and I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna go fly a drone. That way I don't have to actually help them get unstuck. No, I didn't. I actually didn't realize they were stuck until I got the drone out and started flying. I followed this guy Willie that was running, and then I get over there and it's like, oh, there's a truck stuck. But absolutely amazing. It's the first time I've ever flown my drone in a snowstorm. That's yeah, the guy that was running, that's his Polaris, that's his Ranger. It was yeah, Willie Loshball. He's the guy that takes me out. Some of you guys have seen the video of us bow fishing. That's Willie's boat. He's been out there. He is awesome. He's been in a few different of my videos. Oh yeah, sandblast the inside to remove all the rust and junk. I mean, you're right. I mean, eventually you keep doing that, and they're gonna eventually get thin. But so all I know is that the one time I tried using it after I did that, which was this morning, was phenomenal. It was a completely different experience. So I don't want to tell you that because I don't know if I ruined it, but I don't think I did. So didn't make it smooth. It just got the rust out. Dude, I took like a 60 grit sandpaper. Like, I mean, the thing was $10 at Walmart. I think maybe it was more than that, but that I'm not gonna be out that much, so we'll yeah, we'll see. We'll give it a whirl. I'll tell you how it is in like a year. See if it's still working. See if I'm still glad that I did it. So. Sweet. This drone footage that I took was just, oh man, it was just so cool. And it's so cool. Like you watch and I think the propellers on the drone impact the snow a little bit, the way it's flying, but as I adjust the flight, you can see the snowflakes adjust and like it's pretty sweet. So that was a fun weekend. I successfully got 5 guys to cross the river in this snow. I mean, we had 16 inches of snow up there, maybe 2 feet. And so I actually this little creek right here that you're looking at, there's a spot just down where it starts to widen up, starts to open up. And we've crossed. I got guys to take their shoes off, cross the river, get in the snow, walk through the snow a little bit. Did that a couple years ago, and they're like, "Hey, that was fun. You remember when we did that?" So I took them down. I'm not going to show you any videos, and I promised them I would never put them on YouTube because we had to strip down to our underwear and cross in this deeper spot, and I knew it was going to be mucky on the one side. Maybe I'll show you some video like of me because I'm not that inappropriate, but I won't show you the other guys. But I went to a spot where I knew there was muck on the other side of the river, and the first guy that went, he started to sink in the muck, and so he turned around. When he turned around, his foot got caught, and he just fell, and I mean just was completely drenched. And then the second guy who went, like he actually went all the way, and he just sunk up to his waist in the muck. And so then I'm like, oh, like I really didn't want to get all mucky. I just wanted them to, but then I'm the guy and I'm not going to ask you to do something I'm not going to do. And so then I went through and I went up to my waist, and it was a blast, man. It was cool. We were safe about it, but it's there's kind of there's a skill level in or really kind of practicing. How do you fall through, you fall in the water, you get wet. How do you get warm? How do you stay dry? What does the sensation feel like when you're wet, when you're walking in the snow, when you're barefoot? And man, one of the guys, I had to talk to him about it because he was scared. Like he thought he was going to get frostbite like immediately. Like, oh no. And he was kind of panicking. I'm like, hey, it's like 20 degrees. And I mean, eventually, yeah, it is possible to get frostbite, but you're okay, so we talked it through. It was an awesome experience for him. We were ice fishing at this trip. I fell through the ice. Yeah. So it was quite the eventful experience, but, let's see. How long does a battery last? Let's see. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of SD Mountain Man. Good to see you. Thanks so much for stopping in. Jake, it's a DJI Spark. So it is right here. This is not the first drone that I owned. I got actually, but it's the first one I've really flown. I don't know, like it takes some pretty good footage. I'm not a very good drone pilot. I don't fly it that often. I only fly it like when I go out on an adventure and then I get nervous. you know, and I'm always in the woods, and it's so hard to fly it in the woods until you get up above the trees. But then you get up above the trees and you lose sight of the thing, and so I don't really fly. I know it's got the map, it's got the GPS thing. This drone only has like, I think it's like 15 minutes, maybe max, but it's even less than that in the cold. But the battery does seem to last plenty long. I mean, I've learned to like get up there, get the shots I want, and then and then just fly it and do whatever. I have 4 batteries for it, so I could fly it multiple times, but I found I really only end up using 2 batteries because I'm not flying it for hours. I'm just trying to get some B-roll footage for my video and stuff. This is obviously that's my tent. That's the hot tent, and this is kind of our camp setup. You can see a little guy, that little green tent, kind of right, almost dead center, well, up towards the top of the thing. He had a little heat. I don't know if it's like some sort of heat thing in there, but yeah. So I mean, there is an art to keeping your batteries, keeping all your camera stuff going in the cold. And I learned a ton on the Wisconsin 7-day extreme winter challenge, how to keep things going in below 0 temperatures. And so, I mean, essentially it comes down to this. When I use my GoPro, when I use my camera, my iPhone is really the only thing I can use without an external battery pack. My GoPro, my other camera, I have that thing. I have a little battery pack right here. This thing. I've got some bigger ones. I got like 3 or 4 of these. And so like I might use this, but most of the time I'll use this, and then charge this from this overnight. So I have this full because it's just smaller and easier to use. This will last me about a day of filming with a GoPro, filming with my other camera. And if I just keep this little thing charged every day, that's what it takes. So everybody, like I watched so many YouTube videos and they're like, oh, I couldn't get the camera to stay. The batteries in those things are horrible. And like if I'm doing something I need to be extremely portable, I've got it plugged in. I've had it plugged in all day, so it's got a full battery, and it works out good. So there you go, Street Medic. Yeah, the drone. I bet you I get 10 minutes of flying. The thing with the drone battery, obviously I can't plug that into here, and let it go. But this will not start if the battery's too cold. So I got to keep these in my pocket until I fly, and then just because the amount of like energy the drone uses, the battery is like, it heats up, so it stays hot while it's flying. So that's not really a huge issue. If it was your last 5 to 10 years, then $10 would be worth it. What did I miss? Not following you there. The one is filming Hawaii lost. Yeah. I mean, literally, that's my biggest fear, is that it flies off into the sunset. I was hiking in the woods. Willie, the guy with the Ranger, and I were out coon hunting one time, and we just happened to walked up on a drone. And I mean, it had been out there for years. It was no longer functioning. It was all wrecked. Everything was broken. But yeah, that's I'll keep it within eyesight. And then I'm like, I had one bad experience where I tried, I think I can go out just a little bit further. I know it says low battery. Let me go. And then it's like returning home, and it flew itself into a tree, and then I dropped it, and I had to replace the camera gimbal, and then like the propellers broke and stuff like that. The rest of it's still good. And every once in a while I go to fly it, and it has like a gimbal overload warning. I just take the battery out, let it sit for a little bit, put it back in, and then it's fine. So, but man, that's my worst fear. I hate it. I like the Mavic Mini. I think if I were to like get another drone, that's probably the one I'd get right now. So I just like how small and compact. I'm all about compact. When I'm out in the woods, that's what I'm going for. And see, I'm way behind in these comments, I think. So hiked 5 miles last weekend, wet boots. A few other things came to mind. Carry toilet paper. There you go. Yeah. So, toilet paper's good. There's been times when I've had to wipe my butt with snow. So, it's not always the best feeling. Paint the underbody of the drone bright orange. Yeah. I've heard of people doing that. Yeah. It's see, I love the shots where the drone is like flying through the trees. But I mean, you have to, this has some it's got a sensor on the front, and it's got a sensor on the bottom. So it won't run into things. It'll actually stop the front and the bottom, but if I fly it backwards or if I fly it up, it has no sensors on the top or the back. And so I think that's what happened. And then when the battery gets low, it turns off all those sensors and just get back home. So great idea. Is that wiping with snow, wiping your butt with snow? Is that the great idea? Or was the battery pack? Battery packs are a great idea. I'm sure that's what you're talking about. It was absolutely beautiful. I've got several different videos that I'm going to release with regards to that trip. So lots of footage. I think I have 500 gigs of footage to put together and get to you guys. So, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, $10, 10 years, $15. It was worth the price. Yeah, so awesome. Was thinking of looking around. Made it back to the truck with Rabbit and the rest of the team empty-handed. Dude, awesome. Good job on the snowshoe hare. Is that what that's what you're getting? SD Mountain Man. Where you is that SD stand for South Dakota? Or was that your initials? Where are you hunting at? All right, guys. Well, I think I have officially run out of things to talk about. I should talk about the drone more often because then you guys engaged in the conversation. No, I appreciate it. It's great hanging with you. I am not a long, all-night live stream kind of guy, but I do want to at least be intentional about connecting with you guys on a weekly basis. Those of you who are live streaming, who have channels, yeah, South Dakota, East South Dakota, sweet. You guys that have channels, I want to try and make it in, check out some of your content. I appreciate you being here. It's fun to have a community of people that get excited for it. Don't forget, in the next week or so, I'm going to release that Waypoint Outdoor Adventureland video and launch the contest. And I've got some other videos in the works, and we'll get those to you as soon as I possibly can. And then once we do the official reveal, of which property we chose, then I'm gonna bring you along on the journey with what comes next with regards to our homestead Waypoint Adventureland. So Suzanne, thanks so much for being here. SD Mountain Man, Jake Flannery, Cliff, who else is in here? Street Medic. I want to make sure I don't... Blake, I don't know if you're still here, Blake. I know a few other people had popped in here. Awesome. Well, I'm scrolling back through. I missed somebody. I know there's somebody in here I forgot to say thanks to, but have a great night, guys. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you maybe throughout the week on various live streams. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can see. Make sure it's all turned on Oh, Mitz. Yeah, thanks so much. I'm glad you're here. Hit that notification bell because I will be releasing, we'll be starting that contest. And the way the contest works, first 25 people to answer, to get the correct answer. And I even make a comment in there, like you can work the system, like, right? If you want to try and manipulate the system, sign up for 3 different accounts and do, I don't know, like, I'm not going to be a big stickler on it, but I just want to have fun with it. And I want to kind of build the suspense, build the excitement for what it is. I am super excited. And because I know that this is going to be huge for this channel. It's going to give me opportunities to do adventures close by without having to like pack up and go long distance. I'll still do long trips, but I'll be able to do it, just be way more convenient. And so anyway, that's the plan. Waypoint Outdoor Adventureland is coming soon to a channel near you. All right. So, hey, have a good night, guys. Thanks so much for popping in. I don't know why I still have it on this. There we go. Have a good night. Thanks so much for tuning in. And guys, we'll see you. I'll be back next Sunday, 9:30. I think this time works out pretty well. So, have a good night.